What is being customer-centric or customer-focused? In the first part, we will address what is being customer-centric or customer-focused and how can my team and I become more customer-oriented or customer-centric or customer-focused. In the second part, we will address how can organizations become more customer-oriented or customer-centric or customer-focused. Without customers, businesses could not succeed. The term customer-centric has therefore become synonymous with proactive business strategy worldwide. Primarily due to advances in technology, we are experiencing a fundamental shift in marketing. From a previous focus on companies to a spotlight on consumers. This gives consumers a much stronger voice in both the business-to-business and business-to-consumer sectors. Since the late 1990s, market dynamics have continued to evolve. The internet has naturally played a large role in this evolution. Now, with the emergence of what has become to be known as Web 2.0, the interactive and social media dimension of the internet, in the 21st century, we are experiencing a fundamental shift in marketing. From a previous focus on companies to a spotlight on consumers, from individuals to communities, from nodes to networks, and from push advertising to consumer participation. Technology has in a sense shifted power from companies to consumers, giving them a much stronger voice in both B2B and B2C sectors. Establishing and nurturing strong, sustainable, and collaborative relationships with customers is what is defined as customer focus. Demonstrates the understanding of customers' perspective and the needs of the customer's customer. Here we refer to customer both internal and external. Let us assume you are working for an electric handrail company like Black & Decker or Bosch. Your senior, the VP Sales and Marketing, calls you and says that the sales for the handrails is falling and that we need to do something about it quickly. He tells you to form a cross-functional team and come up with some possible solution. You get together a few of your colleagues from R&D, manufacturing, supply chain, finance, product management, and marketing. The conversation with this cross-functional team is likely to go like this. The R&D person. The body is that of steel. We could make it using HDPE. It'll make the drill lighter and cheaper. The supply chain person says we can source the material quite easily. The finance person says, happy with that if it's going to make it cheaper. Now the human engineering team says, look, the drill is not very comfortable to hold for extended periods of time. We can redesign it ergonomically and make it sit comfortably in the customer's hand. The product team says, hey, can we have it in bright fluorescent colors, orange, yellow, etc.? It will look more attractive. The marketing person says, look, the drill requires to be plugged into a wall socket. Quite an inconvenience for the customer. Why can't it be cordless? The R&D person says, sure, we can have a lithium-ion rechargeable battery to drive a functional horsepower motor. Now, supply chain says, hey, we can source those parts quite easily. And manufacturing says, it can be done. For all these suggestions, we require very minimal tooling. The team says, great. Now, none of you have asked, what does the customer want? As stated by Professor Theodore Levitt when he is quoting a businessman, people don't want to buy a quarter-inch drill. They want a quarter-inch hole. So, why is customer satisfaction important? It is a leading indicator of consumer repurchase intentions and loyalty. It's a point of differentiation. It reduces customer churn. It increases customer lifetime value. It reduces negative word of mouth. It is cheaper to retain customers than acquire new ones. So why is it essential to put customers first? And how organizations do it? What does putting the customer first mean? Putting the customer first in simple terms means that a business puts the needs and requirements of the customer ahead of anything and everything else. Such a business strives to build healthy relationships with their consumers by identifying their needs and providing the best possible experience to its customers. These organizations pay special attention and emphasis on putting customers' priorities ahead of anything else and end up providing a personalized customer experience. They also acknowledge and thank their customer for business from time to time through various and different methods and avenues. Organizations that put the customer first are commonly referred to as customer-oriented, customer-centric, or customer-focused businesses. They are oriented towards serving the client's needs and measure customer satisfaction levels in order to determine the success of their business. Companies such as Apple, Samsung, Google, and GE are just a few examples of customer-centric business models. These businesses strive to identify what their customers want, and they do their utmost to fill their needs, wants, and requirements with products and services that they offer. These businesses also excel in customer care and after-sales service. So the first thing is, ask what the customer wants. Get inside their head. Primary and secondary research data are vital. Collecting data through various methods will provide you with essential information about the people expect from you and how you can fulfill their expectations. So continuing with how can my team and I become more customer-oriented or customer-centric or customer-focused is to give your customer what they want, sell them what they want to buy, strive to provide them the best value. Value is benefits minus cost. This is what people look for when they are determining whether they want to do business with your organization or not. Ensure that your customers get easy access to each and every single one of your products and services at all times. Whether you decide to do this yourself or through a partner or service provider is your call. Deliver on your promises. If you set a certain level of expectation, you need to be able to deliver on it. If you break any promise that you have made, it is clear that you don't value your customers' priorities. This can understandably be quite damaging to your reputation. It is also why it is essential to set realistic goals so that you set realistic expectations in the first place. Acknowledge your customers for the business that they give you, for buying from you, for using your products and service year in and year out. Thank them through various different methods, from a simple thank you message over the social media or more. Speak with your customers and clients, respond to them, talk to them, get to know them. Reward your customers from time to time. You can do this through various different avenues: discounts, sales, rebates, running promos, throwing a party, running a contest, and so on. Give something back to your clients. Be as creative with this as you can. Think outside the box. Allow customers and clients to easily leave you feedback and or get in touch with you through various different modes. Make sure that being customer-oriented is not a part of your organization's strategy. It is an organizational culture. This requires teaching and training the right behavior and rewarding it within the organization. Adapt and change with time. Your customers and their needs, wants, and requirements are changing all the time. So should your products and services and your solutions. Studies show that the longer customers are loyal, the more profitable they become because of customer loyalty. So the first is because of retention. Ongoing relationship with a customer creates a steady stream of revenue over time as the customer continues to buy products. The cost associated with marketing decline, and in many cases so do costs actually serving the customer, who becomes familiar with the company, its products, and its procedures. The second is related sales. Loyal customers also generate related sales. The profit generated by selling new products and services to existing customers is greater than it is for selling to new customers. The forward-thinking company develops a new product by listening to its loyal customers. Loyal customers are therefore more likely to buy because the new product has been designed to meet their needs and because they have a degree of faith in the company already. In fact, the original product may generate a minor profit compared to related sales over time. New sales to existing customers are less costly because they require less marketing, no new credit checks, less paperwork, and less time. Furthermore, loyal customers are often less sensitive to price than new customers. The third is referrals. Positive referrals, the third, are the best kind of marketing and they are free. Positive customer referrals are vital to profit and growth. Research suggests that satisfied customers are likely to tell 5 other people about a good experience, while dissatisfied customers are likely to tell 11 other people about the bad one. From your own experience, you know that personal referrals carry more weight than traditional marketing. Customer loyalty creates profit in 3 ways. Each of these ways require little investment of sales and marketing dollars from your company. This brings us to the end of the first part, where we looked at how can my team and I become more customer-oriented, customer-centric, or customer-focused. In the next part, we will look at how organizations become more customer-oriented, customer-centric, or customer-focused. Thank you.